So I've had a lot of fears and worries and things in my 41-year-old life. But one of the biggest ones, and the one I'm facing right now, is fear of bad breath. It's it can be debilitating. I work with people, I work with kids, and work around a lot of people of the opposite sex, or I don't know if you can say that nowadays on YouTube, but and it's like it's just debilitating in some ways because you standing there and you trying not to really talk to people. You don't want to blow in their face. You don't want to have people react negatively to you. And I think the fear comes from, just for me at least, from how people have reacted in the past. I've had people kind of move back at times, so that not every time, not every day, not all the time, just every now and again. Or, sometimes people might offer you gum, or and kids, they'll just straight out tell you sometimes. Like one day I had this kid, he told me my breath smelled like feet. I was just like, oh man. So it's just, and I've even, it's to the point now, I've had conversations with people like, man, if you ever, smell my breath, tell me. And people are like, oh no, I never, never had that. I would tell you and this and that, but it's hard to, have that conversation with somebody because you just figure, well, this person, they should know to brush their teeth, or they should, which is not the issue. I brush my teeth all the time, but it's just one of those things I'm struggling with. And you look for different remedies and things. They say if you eat apples or cucumbers, and I'll be eating so many cucumbers, popping pieces of gum in my mouth constantly, and but the fear, it's like it grows almost, and it's like a monster in a way. And for years, I had not gone to the dentist. So recently, I overcame that fear because this fear was so great. So I went to the dentist, and they were like, "Oh, you only have one cavity." Even the hygienist was like, "Oh, I didn't smell your breath at all," or but it's just like it's still one of those fears. And I know the Bible says we're not supposed to worry. We're supposed to cast all our fears, cares on Him. And really, it's not something I even care about that much. I mean, I've been married to my wife 17 years, and after she had a recent illness, she lost her sense of smell, and so she used to be the one to tell me like, "Hey, you may want to, not be too close to people right now because I can smell your breath or whatever." But because she's lost her smell, I don't have that person to, you know, that's intimate or close to me to tell me that. So that's just been a struggle lately. But anyway, um, like I said, I had many fears in my life, but this one right here, this is just a weird, difficult one. I looked it up. They said they call it halitophobia or something like that. So, but that's what I'm struggling with right now. I just wanted to post it. Maybe somebody else will see it and realize that you're not alone. Um, and remember to cast your cares on Him, because in reality, the trials of this life come to wean us off of this life, because this is not our. Nobody's gonna be here forever, so it's not as bad as it might seem if you have a relationship with Him.